I'm going to tell you the number one reason for not going on a diet if your goal is to release stored energy, adipose tissue, fat off your body. Hi, I'm Carrie Nygaard. I'm the creator of the Freedom with Body and Food program that has helped hundreds and hundreds of women stop struggling with food, stop struggling with their body, release weight from a place of ease and not dieting. I'm also the creator of my signature free online workshop called In Control with Food. I'm going to be doing my workshop again soon. Check the description and also like and subscribe so that YouTube knows that you want more content and other women like content like this. Okay, so this is what happens from a brain science perspective. If you say, "Oh, I've got more fat on my body than I would like to have. I need to go on a diet." As soon as you go on a diet, or as soon as you say, "I need to restrict," or "I need to stop," as soon as you think in those terms, this is what happens. From a brain science perspective, this is the brain. This is the brain cut in half. Okay. I want you to know up here is your prefrontal cortex, or your whole neocortex up here is your higher brain self. This is based upon the triune brain theory by Paul McDonald. He's an old school, back from the 1960s. We know a lot more about the brain than what they knew back then, but this is still a really good theory to be able to understand brain behavior. So just know that the brain is much more interconnected than what I'm about to tell you, but it is still very good as far as how to apply it and the brain's behavior. What you need to know about the brain, specifically the difference between the higher cognitive thinking neocortex, your prefrontal cortex, higher brain self, which is your conscious thinking self, and your lower brain, primal brain, reptilian brain, monkey brain, toddler brains, called lots of different things out there down here in the lower brain, and the limbic part of your brain, your brainstem and the cerebellum. This is the parts of your brain that are survival obsessed. This is the hardwiring parts of your brain that are designed to keep you alive. And when you decide I need to go on a diet, or when you restrict calories in a scarcity type way, then what happens is that something in that lower brain goes off. The survival switch goes off. We are now in a time of famine. We're not allowed, or we cannot access these certain foods or enough caloric intake. This is when you start to get lots of brain chatter around food, because your lower brain is hardwired for survival, and food is fundamentally necessary in order for us to survive. So when you consciously say, "I'm going on a diet," what your lower survival obsessed brain hears, it says, "We're in a time of famine. We got to get all that we can." And then therefore what happens is you start having obsessive thinking about food. So if you want to release food off, or excuse me, stored energy off your body, the number one thing that I tell you is to not go on a diet. Do not go about this from a place of restriction, because then all of a sudden you are in a tug of war with the biology of your lower survival obsessed hardwiring to survive brain. What I teach is a much more gentle approach, an approach that doesn't require buckling up or gearing up, buckling it down. It requires a settling into yourself in a place where you become in harmony with your brain, with your body, in a way that you work together with all the parts of yourself, so that you feel like it's a coming home type feeling. It's becoming aligned with who you truly are and what you truly desire in a way that feels full and abundant, so you do not trip survival responses in your brain. So that's the number one reason. Do not go on a diet, because it actually makes it much harder in the long run. Then you get this restriction and then binges, obsessive thinking about food. That's because the survival response has been flipped. If you want to be in peace and harmony with your body and with food and still release weight off your body, you need to leave diet mentality behind. And I'm here to teach you what to do instead. I'm teaching a free workshop. Go down to the link below in the description. Join my free workshop, where I'm going to teach you on day 1, the foundation that all diets are missing. On day 2, I will be teaching you how to end the restrict and binge patterns, the emotional eating, the stress eating. In that day, I'll teach you my 4 basic steps to deconditioning food urges and cravings in your brain. And then on day 3, I'll teach you how to put all these things in harmony so you can be in flow with feeding your body throughout the day without all the brain chatter, and still release weight off your body or stored energy off your body. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.